To be real, so many decisions I made moment by moment, I just shut my mouth. I really did. I threw it out there and I was just like, how is it gonna, maybe I'm venting for a minute before I actually make this decision. And it came down to, giving you a chance. Really. Just get your head straight. Think about these decisions that you're making that are gonna overwhelm you and affect you. And you know, it's it's a promise that started a long time ago, and how I think is probably not how you think. And it was yeah, shut up and never do anything, and everybody's saying whatever he says till it starts hitting you, and now it's hitting you. So it's kind of
To save them at all? Nah, but even if we saw them, we are businessmen. We're not animals. It's not like we're gonna see them and rush them and jump on them. If they see us and they want drama, we're gonna definitely bring it like only Death Row can bring it. But we're here as businessmen to enjoy and support the video music awards and MTV because they support us. So if they want to come and use this business opportunity to get on some gangster, we do that better than anybody. I know that Biggie and Puffy are here tonight. Did you see them? Do you have anything to say to them at all? Nah, but even if we saw them, we are businessmen. We are not animals. It's not like we're gonna see them and rush them and jump on them. If they see us and they want drama, we're gonna definitely bring it like only Death Row can bring it. But we're here as businessmen to enjoy and support the video music awards and MTV because they support us. So if they want to come and use this business opportunity to get on some gangster, we do that better than anybody. I know that Biggie and Puffy are here tonight. Did you see them? Do you have anything to say to them at all? Nah, but even if we saw them, we are businessmen. We are not animals. It's not like we're gonna see them and rush them and jump on them. If they see us and they want drama, we're gonna definitely bring it like only Death Row can bring it. But we're here as businessmen to enjoy and support the video music awards and MTV because they support us. So if they want to come and use this business opportunity to get on some gangster, we do that better than anybody.
that's what I was saying. It was kind of to me, it was I had my car. You know what I mean? So having Peter roll through it and just Peter being Peter, to me it was that's my son. That's how it should be. But we were passing it back and forth, and I was like, nah. But I was on the highway one time. Me and Peter probably yeah.
It's not what you did, son. It angers me, sir. It's who you did it to. Who? The fucking nobody? That fucking nobody is John Wick.
I don't know how else that could have never happened. Putting me in. I won't say his real name, but the real Peter. He showed up, and it was how I saw it. I mean, you know, we all kind of thought that was something that you should look up to, and then to actually really do it. put it in your own lyrics to actually, and then everybody kind of like went with it. I never really thought that dude deserved a, a congregation or a crowd. I really didn't. We were pretty much, that was the time. Me, I went in a whole different direction. I really did. It was HNIC because Rascas was locked up, and then Prodigy. Yeah. Um, what I was doing at the time, I went in a whole different level. The shit kind of kept me focused, to be real. And then it was,
Oh, y'all niggas killers, man. Oh, catch you coming out your fucking crib, nigga. Yeah, catch a fucking bullet, nigga. Hey yo, I break bread, ribs, $100 bills, pill on the cotties and over 4 wheels, write a book full of medicine and generate meals. Saw the album, only for more sales. We used to catch those on the block with krills. Now it's paying shows, promoters post up bills. Sign deals only if the math is real. If we can't match numbers, then you can't have the head nigga in charge of shit. Live nigga rhymes artists, party, P-Dub shines regardless.
nah, speak about it. To me, it's kind of like, yo, to me, if the bitch wants to suck your dick, there's something there. There's a reason for that. Let's just, why is a woman attracted to that? You know what I mean? So that's the scepter that if she's not, then she's not. Here's how I feel about it. But if it's your bitch and it's your girl, then she wants to make you feel better. She actually wants to be a wife. And if it's not that, it's not that. Don't settle for shit, man. That's how I feel about it. And if it took a couple drinks, then it did. I've been trying to go across it in my own head. How do these marriages get separated? Why the fuck are you watching porn? What are you fantasizing about? To me, it was just like, that's your bitch. So you can, if she's down and she feels that way, then she feels that way. You're never gonna know what it's like to suck another man's dick. She only knows that. So I mean, where are you going with this? It doesn't even make sense to me. If she spreads her legs, it's to connect with you. She has a desire to do that. To me, that, and if she's not in the mood, she's not in the mood. I do not know, man. I am a man, she is a woman. That's what I know. Whatever attracts her, I have no fucking clue because it changes every single moment. But eventually, it will, or it won't. I, I'm not sex starved. So I mean, whatever the fuck, man. That's the fucking truth. I don't know why everybody always looks at me like I'm the one in the room that just said something and everybody's like, it's disgusting. And then they go back home. I'm so glad he actually said that. Yeah. All right. Well, then.
Move on it, put jewels on it, who want it? Rules when we start forming. Snatch stripes off a nigga's uniform, often. Doing a bash itself, you way out the jurisdiction. Why niggas bullshit on the grill? I don't fuck around, Dunny. It's most real, I keep it thorough, nigga. Yo, let me back up on, let me back up, yo. Why niggas bullshit on the grill? I don't fuck around, that ain't the smooth thrill. I gave birth to your whole style and feel. How do it feel to hold my dick in public? Cock blower, duplicate rap cloner. It's me and you do it live on stage for Dolo. I smack niggas like you, smash niggas too, grab niggas by the throat, so I'm through.
For real, then.
Crazy ill, mad rowdy. Did a buck go for my shit and rap to Audi. Temperamental, I snap quick, very touchy.
For real though. One of my first freestyles. You remember that? As soon as I heard it, I was fighting with these nerds, right? Some college kids that pissed me off. They said something that just lit me up. And I was just like, fuck it. Like, they were typing on a computer, right? I sat there, picked out the perfect instrumental. I was banging that shit, and I was writing down freestyles. Had a second, just little punchlines, right? And then here's how far I took it. I actually, I did. I got a sound card Audigy for the computer, and then that took about a month before I could afford it. And then I bought a microphone and I taped it right to the wall, right? I taped it right to the wall. And then I was like, all right, you wanna fuck around? And then I was sitting there like I would play it in the background. I was like, all right, bet. And then before I deleted it, it's there. Keep it thorough. So, yeah, I think, how old were you? I was 23 when I actually did that. But no, I put the microphone there, right? Taped it. And then I had to, I was no longer thinking that it has to be recorded and put on tape to play it for someone else. Like I was really thinking now it's gonna get uploaded, like people are gonna hear it, right? So I had to make sure that it was gonna be an MP3 afterwards. And there's so many strip club sessions. How many times? And then I went to the strip club and I was just like, well, what do you think about this? Because I'd catch them probably after 2 a.m. And strippers are usually on something, or they have their own agenda. And they'd sit down for a bit and be like, yo, I like this or I don't like this. And if you listen to their music, how they're always awake. So it's kind of, they knew all kinds of songs that you will never hear. So I'd sit down with strippers, to be real, and they would introduce me to all kinds of music. Well, here's what they think. And usually look at me with impatience because I didn't have meth or something to help them with, just alcohol. And from there, okay. And pretty much that was the relationship. A lot of them would actually spend the night a lot of times because they didn't want that anymore. So it was wild. It really was. So yeah, God is great. Beer is good. And people are crazy. Um yeah, that's hold on. What even put me on the, oh. Um yeah. No. It's what do you think? Mm, we still have to do that. Yeah, 15 minutes you can. Mm, what do you want to do? That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got it. Well then, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah. All right, got it. I told you I would take care of it. I mean, as soon as you say so, give the order. Given. There we go.
For type 2 diabetes, once weekly Manjaro could help.
American girls and American guys will always stand up and salute. We'll always recognize when we see your glory flying. There's a lot of men dead, so we can sleep in peace at night when we lay down our heads. My daddy served in the army, where he lost his right eye, but he flew a flag out in our yard. Till the day that he died, he wanted my mother, my brother, my sister, and me to grow up and live happy in the land of the free. Now this nation that I love is falling under attack. A mighty sucker punch came flying in from somewhere in the back. Soon as we could see clearly through our big black eye.
Man, we lit up your world like the 4th of July. Test me again! Commander of Heaven's Army, Michael Brian Thomas.
Justice will live and the battle will rage. This big dog will fight when you rattle his cage.
You'll be sorry that you mess with.
U.S. of A.
We'll put a boot in your ass. It's the American way. One more thing. Yeah, of course. There's always one. Would you just... One more thing.
The time Toby Keith stood up for a woman being abused. Toby was in the middle of singing A Little Less Talk and a Lot More Action from his 1993 self-titled debut album when a fan put the gist of that song to the test. The man was quite a bit overserved and decided he didn't like Toby much in that moment, which makes little sense considering he was near the front of a presumably sold-out show and started flipping him the bird and eventually threw a beer at him. As you can imagine, The big dog daddy didn't much like that, but instead of doing what most artists would do and call for security to escort them out, Toby decided on the a lot more action route and jumped off stage to confront the drunk fan directly. After pushing his way through the crowd, Toby grabs the man by the back of the head and gives him a good old-fashioned berating. It was said the man groped his wife, and that was the thing that triggered Toby the time Toby Keith stood up for a woman being abused. Toby was in the middle of singing A Little Less Talk and a Lot More Action from his 1993 self-titled debut album when a fan put the gist of that song to the test. The man was quite a bit overserved and decided he didn't like Toby much in that moment, which makes little sense considering he was near the front of a presumably sold-out show, and started flipping him the bird and eventually threw a beer at him. As you can imagine, the big dog daddy didn't much like that, but instead of doing what most artists would do and call for security to escort them out, Toby decided on the a lot more action route and jumped off stage to confront the drunk fan directly. After pushing his way through the crowd, Toby grabs the man by the back of the head and gives him a good old-fashioned berating. It was said the man groped his wife, and that was the thing that triggered Toby the time Toby Keith stood up for a woman.
If people haven't understood yet, that's my wife. Maybe understand that that's my wife. I'm gonna do something. I have no idea what a wife does, but apparently she does it. But either way, that is my wife. So maybe think a bit. Just a suggestion. What? Oh, it's fine. Why are you being all... What? Really? I don't know if you heard this. Why? This is stupid. What would you...
American girls and American guys will always stand up and salute.